Hey there, this is Randy Baps from UXstars.com, and today I'm going to talk about the experience of guided meditation on the MetaQuest 2, formerly known as the Oculus Quest 2. All right, when you think about VR, you're instantly probably thinking about video games and things like that. But just as your phone and your tablet and your laptop aren't just for gaming, there are plenty of non-gaming experiences in VR as well. And I think this one sort of stands out because of the pros and cons which are involved overall in this type of experience. Not just the app, but trying to go through this type of activity with a virtual reality headset on. So, in addition to talking about the app, this is going to be a bit geared towards people who are interested in usability and the user experience overall, where things are right now. With the app, I am very impressed that they have over 40 different environments to pick from for meditation, right? That is quite impressive. And you have the choice between just wanting to be left alone, maybe listen to some relaxing music, just doing your own thing, or you can be guided through by a voice where they will give you guidance on what to think about, when to breathe, things like that. There is plenty of nice music within the app. I will be trying to mute it while I go through this exercise only because I don't want to get a copyright strike when I upload my video to YouTube, as happens to folks. Now, immediately, look here at the model here in this thumbnail. Are they holding a controller? No, I don't think they are. You don't normally think about holding controllers while you meditate. This actually does support hand tracking, right? And so some apps support hand tracking, which means I can go ahead and put these controllers away, and then I can switch over to hand tracking. Now, for the sake of this demo, I am going to use these controllers, but I think I would like to get the hang of using the hand tracking gestures so I don't have to have this in my hands and feel like I'm holding a controller while I'm doing all this. Without further ado, let's take a hop into this app. Find your happy place, folks. I love that tagline. It very much fits the app. I instantly get a feeling of some relaxation just getting into the app now. It's peaceful, it feels safe. You may want to hang a do not disturb sign on your doorknob so that family members don't come in and interrupt your relaxed state of meditation. Something that I think I'm going to print out tomorrow. It detracts a little bit when you have to take your headset off and explain that you're in the middle of a meditation activity. Now, I'm going to take you into a custom session here. You can just sort of hop into whatever quick meditation goes, set things up in a custom way. And I tried this one out too. The motion meditation is simpler than it sounds. You're just sort of gliding along forwards, right? And so, right, when you think about VR, you might have heard about motion sickness, right? Even this is really subtle, but just so you understand, you can get a completely still environment to just sit in, and what the motion you might see then is just like the ripples of the waves. I don't think that's going to set anybody off. All right, so what environment fits your mood today? We have a bunch of different categories to choose from. You've got your beaches, forests, man-made mountains, rivers, and waterfalls. I think a lot of you probably think about beaches, right? Think about relaxing meditation. So I've got my choices of all these different places I can go through. In fact, in some of the meditations, I set it up so that it sort of transitions through a few different sceneries. But let's take a look here at Aura Aura and see what we've got. Alright, now guided audio meditation, that's when you want the coach to sort of talk you through it. I will show you a little bit of that. But first, I want to show you what the environment is like in this daytime free meditation. You don't have to be on a schedule. You can say infinite. I will often put in something like 10 minutes. For this demo here, I will just go ahead and say 10 minutes. Now, I am going to say no music in an attempt not to have you to say, oh, copyrighted music in your video, which is not what I'm trying to do. Alrighty. Let's move on. Looks pretty nice to me. In the past, I have tried some different forms of meditation. I remember when I was at a rather large company, and they tried to teach us mindfulness over video calls. And the coach was good, but it just didn't really feel like an escape to be sitting there in front of my work laptop, sitting in my work chair, and meditating with a bunch of corporate folks. That wasn't me. And I'm not the kind of person who wants to go out to the gym and meditate with a bunch of other folks. I don't know. I just get self-conscious with all that stuff. Good for you folks who are into all that. I prefer some quiet privacy if I have to, get all relaxed. So, anyhow, the point is, there are apps out there for meditation. They can help you, but it's not the same because you're looking at like a little phone screen. When you're in this headset, you can look around the whole, and I can turn around all the way around and see what's around me. I'm going a little slower so it doesn't make you dizzy. But it is rather nice. Now, some of the meditations will say things like sit on the ground or lie down on your back. And a fascinating thing about this is, number one, I am in a 6x6 space here where I've made sure there's no obstructions in my real home office. If I take a few steps forwards, I will actually go forwards within the environment itself. That really adds to the level of immersion. Makes me forget about any to-do items around me, any text messages on my phone. I can even come down to the ground, and the only thing that might happen is my dog might decide that she wants to get involved too. Hopefully she spares me this time. So, yeah. To sit down on the floor in your house and just be looking out there and have this sort of place all to yourself, it's pretty amazing. Now, there are some drawbacks, right? Having the VR headset on your face, while you're meditating, is that, you have this thing that feels kind of like a swimming mask on your face, right? And there are some exercises where they'll say stuff to you like, oh, lay down on your back, right? And you can lay down on your back. But then my headset sort of starts slipping off. There's some different straps out there I might experiment with. But that is certainly something to be aware of. Now, I did say if you were to put the controllers away, you can actually use hand gestures, so that's a thing. I really don't think anybody's going to get any kind of motion sickness here, just sitting on a deck looking out at Bora Bora. And I can definitely get much more into an escape, take some deep breaths, without having to see my everyday home office. So many of us are sort of more confined these days. And this sort of does give you a virtual escape. No, it's not as nice as actually going to Bora Bora for a relaxation retreat, but hey, if you can fit this in for 15 minutes in a day, it really is rather pleasant. I'm going to hop over to the guided meditation just to give you an eye for what that's like. Let's see here. I don't want to quit the app. Let's go ahead and I'm going to say, yeah, here we go. We'll change, you know what? I'll change the scenery too, in case you wanted to see another environment. I'm going to stand back up. I'm going to go back to the main menu. Where do you think we should go this time? Custom session. Maybe you're not all beach folks. What else might seem relaxing to you? Well, that looks pretty nice. Let's take a look. I'm going to do the guided audio meditation this time. I'm not going to, go through the whole thing with you, right? I'm just going to make this a short video. But I want you to see they have all these different tailored guided meditations, right? So I would think there's something here to suit you. There's even another page. Right? So here they've recorded a coach trying to help you think a little differently. Take some deep breaths as you're in a very serene environment. All right. What should we do today? Well, let's take a look at sleep. Where I am right now, it is... Oh, there's a parrot. That's nice. There is, it's getting a little late here, so maybe something here will help me wind down for the day. Let's take a look.
Now, it is time to let the day go.
I'm going to put on no music, just for copyright reasons when I upload this to YouTube.
Denise Stallcup, Sleep Script 1 of 10, Forked Path. Now, it is time to let the day go, to move from a place of doing to a place of deep relaxation. And even if you choose to allow yourself to drift off into sleep, listening to this recording will help you unwind, relax, and prepare you for sleep. And sleep helps you think more clearly and focus. So it's good you're making an effort to give yourself a great night's sleep. And you'll see the results of that tomorrow, when your mind is rested and focused and clear. So I hope you'll pat yourself on the back a bit for making this effort. I think you'll be glad that you did. Let's start by getting ready to get into bed, if you haven't already, and getting absolutely comfortable. Turn the lights down or off.
Okay, I'm not actually in bed, but let's see what happens.
Let yourself settle into the bed
lay back on the
and
carpet.
take a little extra time to get the pillows just right to support your head and neck. Get the covers just the way you like them. So you're warm, but not too warm.
I think you get the idea. There are plenty of other ones where they will talk you through breathing exercises, positive thinking. Really, I've mostly just done the breathing exercises so far. But, if you do have a virtual reality set, I would definitely recommend checking this out. I mean, if you already have meditation that works for you, by all means do what works. But this is a novel experience where, from your own home, you can look around, feel like you're somewhere else, change of location, change of mind, and just escape for a little while. Well, I hope this is interesting as something for you to maybe explore in the future. Till next time, this is Randy Bast at UXStars.com. Bye-bye.